Okay, I'm going to do some examples for you. 4 times the quantity x plus 1 equals 0. Well, the first thing to notice is this: we have that 0 property that says that one of these two factors has to be 0. Well, 4 is not 0, so x plus 1 must be 0. So all I get out of this is x plus 1 is 0. Then you just move this term 1 to the other side of the equation, and change its sign. You get x equals minus 1. Right, I said that already. Doesn't hurt to repeat. So x is minus 1 is your answer, the only answer. So do another example. Solve 50 y squared minus 98 equals 0. My first suspicion is it's a difference of 2 squares, but it's not, because if this were 25, it would be a perfect square, but it's got an extra factor of 2 in there. But notice these are both even, so 2 goes into both of these, so I should factor that out. So I'm going to factor that out and see what happens. So I factor out the 2, and I end up getting 25y squared minus 49 equals 0. Now, of course, as in the previous problem, this 2 here doesn't equal 0. So when I'm solving this equation, I can ignore that and just write out this equals 0. And that's a difference of 2 squares. Right, so that's just a reminder of what I did for that step. I'm writing out the formula, because if it's new for you, you should keep writing it out every problem so you get it memorized. Okay, so this is kind of a recommended thing if you're new at this. Write out all the things I'm writing out here. Except you don't have to write that these are conjugates. You don't have to write that, and you don't have to write this. But everything else here, if you're beginning with this, everything else I have here you should have written out. You should have all these green things you should have written out on your paper. And then you're just going to plug in the value of A in this formula, everywhere there's an A, and plug in B, which is 7, everywhere there's a B. So you get 5y minus 7 and 5y plus 7 equals 0. Times 5y plus 7 equals 0. Right, so now you can set each one of these factors equal to 0 and solve. And I dropped the 2 in front because it's a product equals 0. Right? So 2's not 0, so I just dropped it here. You could carry it along and then ignore it at the end, but it's better just to get rid of it. So since a product is 0, then each of the factors have to be 0. Or one of the two factors has to be 0, sorry. So I solve these, just move the terms to the other side and change their sign, the constant terms, and then cross multiply the 5. Boom, boom. And I put the minus in front because I'm accustomed to it. It's okay to have a minus on the 7, to put the minus on the 7, so you have negative 7 over 5. That's okay. Most professors and Hawk's program will accept that as correct. Or you can put the minus in front, like kind of even with the bar for the division. But you can't put it on the 5. That's considered unsimplified. So you don't want to have 7 over negative 5. You want your denominators, the reasoning there is you want your denominators to be simple. You don't want to make them more complicated. Because the denominators, if you're adding stuff or subtracting stuff in the fractions, the denominator is the thing that causes the problems. So you want it to be as simple as possible. And so positive 5 is, in a sense, simpler than negative 5. Okay. So those are the answers. And that's that.